Hello everyone, I'm Sharon E. Clark. Today I'm bringing you inside the real engine room of fashion. Welcome to JPW, a mini clothing factory where everything happens under one roof. From pattern making and grading to sample production and full clothing manufacturing. Good morning, Mr. Wallace. How are you doing? I have some questions to ask you today regarding pattern making. How do you feel about answering those questions? Bring it on. Cool. JPW provides designers and brands with everything they need to bring their ideas to life all in one place. I'm here with a team that makes it all happen. Before the runway, before the showroom, and before you even see a stitch.
Hello. Welcome to JPW.
Meet Wallace, a renowned pattern maker. This is Peter, the grader, who will grade your patterns to different sizes.
Hello.
We've got a sample maker. His name is Michael.
Yes, how you doing? Hello.
And we've got a sample maker. His name is John.
Hello.
And another sample maker. His name is
Francisco.
Francisco.
Yes.
These are the experts who take your sketch and bring it to life. I'm not here to sit still. I'm here to move through the world of patterns, fabrics, and ideas. Questions are coming, and whoever's got the answer, drop the knowledge. Let's go. Who is the fastest when a designer's deadline is extremely tight?
We are all ready. When the things come tight, we ready to help you out to make your dreams come true.
Who wants to show me the most complicated thing they worked on? Wallace? Oh wow. Is that the most complicated thing you work on?
Just for this week.
Just for this week, okay. Wow, it is complicated.
It has like a zillion parts. Over 30 pieces to it.
Wow. It is complicated.
It takes what? Almost 2 days
Right.
to complete it.
Mm-hmm. 2 days. That's fast. So guys, this is where you should come to get your samples made. Look how complicated this is. Look at this. This is a whole coat. Wow. That's amazing. Amazing pattern work. And without the pattern, this wouldn't be. So you're a very important person in this business. You know. Who gets blamed first when something doesn't fit right?
Wallace.
Who?
Wallace.
Wallace? You get blamed first when something doesn't fit right?
Right.
What? So how do you handle it?
Well, I can't tell you that on camera. Just do it. Just grab it and redo it.
And once your pattern is right, everything else falls into place.
Yes.
John is making a pattern for a new designer. John, what's the first thing you do when a new design sketch comes in?
I like to know what kind of style they want to make and also like what kind of fabric is going to be made on. And from there, you're going to ask what kind of buttons you're going to be using. Thread is very important. Like if you're going to use heavy threads for denims or leather. And some people want contrast.
Got it. What's your job, Peter?
My work is doing all the grading. After they make the patterns, they make the samples, do the correction, then it comes to me and I create a grade to make other sizes on it. When I'm not too busy here, I cut samples and I can make some patterns. My job is just to do everything digital. Sometimes I'll have to take patterns from China and convert them into, English and fix them up and grade them. Sometimes I have to send patterns to China or whatever their work or India. I work a lot with Sergio Hudson, and his work is very difficult to do. So his grading pieces are like, there could be 60 pieces to a garment. That's very, takes a lot of thinking. So this is what I do. These are everything here is digital. What I do here. Sometimes people come with me with a pair of pants that has not just the front and back, they have pieces, and you have to divide it all up and put it on the table and figure out how to grade it where everything meets each other. So that's I graded this jacket. This is a jacket. These are all separate strips. You have to do symmetrically. Everything has to be symmetrically. I grade that. I did that. Each piece is a separate piece, so you have to go from size 0 to 16. Then it has to be all symmetrical. You can't just make this piece bigger. You have to make them all even, so they all interlock with each other. I also graded the striped coat. Where's that coat? That one. This one I did this one for them. This is a coat. They were doing work in California, but they couldn't figure out how to grade this stuff. So they bring it to me. I get all the difficult stuff to grade because a lot of people just don't know how to do stuff. I did this coat I was doing work for this company.
It took you a whole week?
A whole week. It was jacket and pants, so it's just all separate patches. I think this is it. This was it. This jacket is all separate pieces that you have to do digitally, and you have to put it all together. And it's
like a puzzle.
Like a puzzle, and make sure you grade everything right so it interlocks with each other. That thing, that took me a week to do. It was a jacket and pants the same way. I did that. People bring me all the hard stuff,
Okay, great.
And then everything gets digital. This is the plotter that plots the piece, the thing up. This is okay. When you give me a pattern, I take the pattern, I put it on the digitizing board, and I go around it to create an image. The image comes here like that. That's the image, and you put grade points around it. And you want to see something graded, like this is it, and then you want to show you grade. That's what a graded piece looks like, So that's the grading. So this is the base size of the white, and all these other sizes are what I created in the system to do. This is my create, and that's what I do. Sometimes I have to convert this into data to ship to other countries because there is one program, it's called DXF, that's universal, it works for any computer. Because there's many different softwares, there's Gerber, there's Microdynamics, there's CAD system, there's so many different systems out there, but DXF is one that works for everybody. I just had to convert a pattern this morning that came from China, and I had to convert it into, I have to change the language into English, and I actually plotted it out. This one, I converted it right here. This is the pattern I had to download and convert. So that one. So then, what's going to happen is they're going to make this. They're going to do production. They're going to do a sample first, and we don't do the sample for that company, and then they're going to do, then they're going to say, if it's okay, they cut the sample, then I do the whole grading on it,
Oh, okay.
But if they have to make corrections, they'll give me a pattern with corrections, and that's it. But that's the digital file I got this morning. From China, or who else knows it came from. They don't say in the email. And
it's amazing.
I have to do the billing, and I do the billing, which I have to fill out stuff now, we get paid. And you can't do it. The whole thing is about getting paid, right?
Getting paid is the most important part of this business.
So I have to, do all my stuff. And I do work for a customer. I take care of his orders. He gives me his orders. I do his orders. I cut samples. I have to grade the pattern in the system sometimes, and then I cut whatever it is. I take care of him. He's a good guy. Maybe Jack Sullivan. This is all he does. I did all the orders yesterday. I cut that. Got it ready, and that's it. Okay.
Great, great, Peter. You're a very important person in this business.
Yeah.
Walter, what's the hardest part about making a pattern from scratch?
Well, the detail.
The detail.
Yeah, that's the hardest part because sometimes they give you information that's not right. And you have to separate them, how to redraw it, or redrape it. So get the idea that they want. But once you get it, you can go fly with it. It's very easy after that. First is whoever come up with the idea. You know, so sit down, go with them, check it out, and see if it's the right way to do it. Then you do a rough sketch of it, so it blocks in your head. And then you drape it, or you do a flat pattern, which I'm doing now. And after you get maybe the format of it, you can then create the system that they want. But that is pretty much simple.
Cool. Thank you.
I'll try to speak louder.
Thank you. You're the quietest one in here.
Yep.
When you're grading for different sizes, what's something people don't realize you have to account for?
Well, I mean, everything's got to be symmetrical when you grade something. You can't just grade one piece without grading another piece, you know? You have to be symmetrical. Sometimes the specs don't, they give me specs, sometimes the specs don't add up. Everything has to fit, you know? When you grade your armhole, your sleeve has to grade the same way. Sometimes I get wrong grade rules, I have to change it. And a lot of people don't want to change it because they're stubborn, but I've been doing this for almost 40 years, so I pretty much know, I think I know what I'm doing.
You think you know?
I hope I know what I'm doing.
You know what you're
I
doing.
hope so. That's the whole thing.
You know when you know what you're doing at the end.
Yeah, well, nobody complains. That's I hold my breath.
Exactly.
I hold my breath because sometimes there's stuff that comes out, you know, it's so difficult to see. You know,
Right.
so you know that's all the whole thing. You know, just make sure everything matches up. That's all I want. You know.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, because that's what it comes out to. But a lot of people don't get that. They want, oh well, you know, I want to grade this little here and a little there. That's not the way a grading works, you know. And I work for companies that did that, and I said, if you want me to do it like that, you sign a paper. So when it comes out wrong, don't come to me.
Right.
I've done it before, and they didn't want to sign it. So
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have you ever had to improvise something and it turns out even better?
Yeah, I guess all the time.
All the time?
Yeah, sometimes when I grade something, sometimes I think about it overnight and I wake up and I got it. Sometimes I have to figure something out, and it's you know, sometimes it's just can't get it until the next day, and then you found out you could do it an easy way better, you know.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it comes to you in a dream, huh?
Yep. Comes in a dream.
Yeah, that happens to me.
Yep.
I was making a bag and I was really thinking about it. It came to me in my dream,
Really?
how to make it. How do you make sure that a garment fits exactly like the designer imagined?
For the most part, it depends on the garment. We make a pattern first pattern, and then we create a muslin, like a rough item of what they're looking. And then once, based on that, we can fix the garment to come perfectly.
Oh, okay. So you have to do a fitting.
Correct. Yes, a fitting. That will be it.
Do they bring their own fit model?
Sometimes they do. It depends on what they're looking for. Sometimes the people is their own model. They dress themselves first, and then they create it for them. So they feel like if I like this and I feel good and it fits me, then it will be good for everybody else.
Right. So this is a smaller version. When it comes to grading patterns, this is a smaller version than Create a Marker, right? Create a Marker only grade patterns, right?
I guess the only grading
Grading
pattern
pattern.
service.
And they sell pattern papers.
Oh, you mean he sell piece of paper?
Just the paper, blank
Oh.
paper.
Or blank, I don't know. Okay.
So if you want pattern paper, you can
order it from him? Like,
We give it for free for our own clients. We can do for free like 2 yards so they can make their own and bring back to me.
do you ever see a design and think it's gonna be a challenge?
And sometimes I like challenge for the most.
You like challenge?
Yeah, of course. You want to do something different.
Do you ever see a design and think it's gonna be challenging?
Oh yes. Yeah, we had one particular young man. Well, he was the type of designer. He can take 5 yards and handle it and make a pattern out of it, end to end. But you have no notches for you to follow.
Ooh, no notches. That's crazy.
His name was Nathan, and he was an incredible designer. He was on that show, that TV show for designers, he was challenged of being on the show, but he's more challenging than anything. He never made anything totally simple. It had a purpose. He does it. But one thing I was missing: notch and direction. He was the whack one.
So you helped him?
I just tell him, you better have some notches. I'm not touching it. You know, you have pants. Oh, you do this and this. Okay, you go like this. I said, but see the pattern? Square. Piece go there. Give me an arrow going there. Give me a notch. I know it goes there. You got it here because you create the idea. Now I come behind you and make a pattern paper out of it. You know? And it's not going to be the same. You know? I mean, every time. You used to do it for the stars and stuff, make stuff for them.
Is it the crazy thing is when folks bring you a beautiful sketch and there's no seam.
Well, we ever had one person that made a jumpsuit and he bit it out of denim. Beautiful, nice, hang nice on a hanger. Then I asked him, said, how are you going to get into it?
How are you gonna get into it?
And he said, I didn't thought of the zipper.
Is it a stretch?
No, woven. It was made out of denim. Everything was done, you know, like, almost like the coverall jumpsuit, you know?
Reminds me of the first dress I made. There was no zipper. Thought everything was done, went to the shower, came back, I couldn't put it on.
Yes, right.
And guess what? I just used a blade and slipped it back. But it was slanted. So I folded the edges and put the zipper in. And when I went down the street, people said, oh, what a beautiful dress. When I spun around, they go. That's the day I first learned what allowance meant. So I make sure I always leave my allowance for the zipper.
I see now that they have quite a few little things they have on to show you how to do certain techniques and putting pockets in and the zipper. Very good, very good. You know, you should do a welt pocket. You cut up and you seam allowance and you put it in. They don't do that anymore. They take a square piece. They're going to make a pocket out of it. You show how you stitch one here, flip it over, do a side seam, do that, and stitch it down. There's your pocket. And you come up perfect every single time.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Genius. John,
Yes.
have you ever had to improvise something and it turns out even better?
Yes, a lot of times.
A lot of times.
Yep.
Hold this up. Now, what size is this?
This becomes like 9X.
9X.
It's customized for a customer. So if you need it to be dressed up, you have idea, we can do one of one. This is for personal person, so it's like for himself. Okay, he wants this, he showed me what he wants. I took a measurement, and this is his gun.
Is this a size 60?
His chest is 80.
Ooh.
His chest is 80. His waist is 63. So he's really big.
Amazing. Wow. How many yards of fabric that takes?
I mean, it's canvas, it comes like 60, so it takes like 3 yards.
That's about the amount of fabric I used to make a long dress for myself. Yes, okay.
You ever see JPW bags?
Yeah, I have one.
You have it like
I have I have a different one.
this? Same idea.
Yeah, that's JP. I have a different one. I took mine here yesterday,
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
but this is nice. It's nice. Where you sell them?
We don't sell them. We just like make for ourselves.
Oh,
Carry stuff. This
Okay.
is JPW shorts.
Nice.
JPW shorts.
nice, nice. Cool, I like it, and it works with that color.
Thanks.
Yeah. John, can you show me the tools that you use, and what's your favorite?
I use all kind of tools, but my favorite would be the scissor. I stay with her all day.
Do you know what's the name of that scissor?
It's just a heavy scissor,
Just a
cut
heavy
fabric scissor.
There's no name on it?
I can't read it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's a name. Hold on. It's a Chinese scissor.
Yeah, something like that.
What? You can't read Chinese?
Nope. They howl.
Wow. Hey Wallace, show me the tools you use every day and which one is your favorite?
None of them.
You don't have a favorite tool?
Well, I had to use them all.
Use them all?
Curve,
Curve,
yeah. Clear ruler,
ruler,
tracing wheel, pen, shears, notcher.
that's a good one.
Yeah, these are the tools I constantly use, and you can't work without them.
Cool. And then the others?
Well, you just pencil and extra shears. That's all. This extra thing,
Just extras.
because people come and take it off your table and you go get it. You know, they gotta get up and go there. We never ever left the way you find it.
You have the tracing wheel. Do you use tracing paper?
No.
Okay. Because this tracing wheel put deep holes in.
Yeah, and then they have one that is like clear, plain like this, and that you can on a tip like this you can use it because
That's for the tracing paper.
yeah you leave an indentation like that.
Right.
Yeah, which this one you use like this. So that's the
Right.
difference between the two of
It's a
them.
difference.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay. Now, Peter,
Yes.
show me the tools that you use.
My tools are my digitizing board and my computer.
Oh,
That's my tool and my hands.
which one is your favorite?
This.
Your hands are your
My
favorite.
hands. Without my hands, I can't work. This is it. This is what makes it work.
That makes sense.
Because I have to work this, I have to work that. You know, I have to work this one. This is my conversion computer. It's old, very old. Because I have a program in here that converts data. So, and it's good.
And it
program.
worked really good.
That's all I need. Just convert data. I don't need anything else.
Cool.
It works good. So that's it. This is the main thing with my hands.
So you do no sewing at all,
I don't do no sewing.
but you can sew.
No.
No?
No, I never did it. Never wanted to do it.
Okay.
My mom used to sew. She
Now,
used
why are
to
you laughing? Why are you laughing?
What?
Why are you laughing?
No sewing. My hands are too big. So. My hands are too big.
hands?
Look, they're too big. They'll get stuck in the machine. Look how big my hands are big.
Oh my God! Stretch your hand out. Stretch your hand out.
Well, when I started working this business, you know, the top job for pattern making was number one. The grading marking was number two. Cutting samples number three. The last was sewing. You know. So, but this is what I worked for a big manufacturer for 15 years until they went out of business. And
What was the name?
it was called Newport.
Newport.
And they had many different divisions. Newport, Split Decision, Moon Dance, Split Decision, what was the other one? Royce and Look Sharp. Many different divisions. I worked for all of them. And Newport Maternity. I did that work at home. I used to do all the work at home in my basement. You know, grading by hand. We did it with that machine. See the machine up there? We used to actually get the pattern, take pattern paper home, which is that paper right there. You see that paper by the wall? Look, that wall over here. This is pattern paper.
Oh yeah,
That's pattern
that's the
paper.
oak tag.
Yeah, we used to
Oak tag paper. Oak tag paper.
We used to take that paper and I used to take that home and I used to put it on the machine, grade the pieces with a pen
Where's the machine?
right there.
Oh.
And then you take the paper.
First instrument.
Well, actually not first issue, second issue. Before they used to do the ruler. Then somebody decided to make it. You see, this is all X and Y. This is the same concept they put on the computer.
But that's digital.
Everything's X and Y, but it's the same concept because this is Y, okay, and this is X. You see, this one is X and this one's Y. So that's how you grade it, like a 16, 16, an 8, an 8, 3 8. You take that concept and you put that into grading that.
Right.
You have to create it in fractions, in decimals. That was like fractions. So that one you have to put, like a 16th is 0.63. You know, a 16 says there. Those little lines are 16 inch. You know, and you got to grade each and every size.
Wow.
Yeah, it took a while. So I used to take the work home and I used to grade it and blend it in. And then I used to let my wife cut it out and put the notches on it. There's a thing called a notcher that makes notches. And you make the notches, you put the grain lines in, and you cut it out, and then you lay it out on a table. And you lay out the marker, sit at the marker like that. That was a long table for that. I had like a 3-section table in my basement in Long Island, and I used to make the markers for that.
Great,
I
great.
used to let my wife, she used to cut it. She cut it, take the staples off, get it all ready for me. So next, when I came home, I made the marker. You know, I took all the work home from one company. That was a 7-day-a-week job. I worked from the time I got home to like midnight every day.
Wow.
I did that for a long time.
Wow.
I did my house. I busted my butt. So now it's his turn.
Now it's your turn.
I did my work. I worked from 8 to I worked from 8 to 1 every day. I got up, and I had a baby too back then. I had to get up and feed it. My wife couldn't hear it.
Wow.
I did my work. I earned my stripes.
Yes, you did.
Before, plus not only that, is that you had to carry this stuff back and forth. Because you had to carry the patterns and that. Now it's like you just got a digital marker, you email it. You know?
Right.
You know, I had a suitcase. I used to put the patterns in a suitcase and take the suitcase with the marker on the train. And one day when I had the suitcase on the train, and this Chinese lady was sitting on my suitcase. I said, what are you doing? I'm proud of the train. It's crazy. I said, what are you doing? Get off my suitcase.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah, I lived in Brooklyn too. I lived in Brooklyn. I had an extra room and an attic. I used to do the work in the attic. And then when I lived in L'Oreal, I didn't make sure that I always had an extra room to work. You know? And then sometimes I used to go to the place at lunchtime and grade half a pattern, get it ready, and do that. So I worked like from the time I got up to the time I went to sleep.
Wow. You're dedicated.
Yeah. No, they don't make them anymore like that.
Yo.
Now the kids today, most of the kids today are lazy.
They're not interested in anything. They're like fasting. Like fasting.
They want to work from home. Ever since COVID, a lot of people just want to work from home. Nobody wants to go to work. They do what they call it, Zoom shit. Worst thing. You got to be hands-on.
Right, exactly.
I never went to school for this stuff. I worked hands-on. I learned everything hands-on. You know, I didn't go FIT. I worked hands-on. Somebody taught me the grading. Most of the grading I taught myself. Because it's mostly common sense, you know. But you have to have common sense. You can't just you can't just teach somebody common sense. Common sense is something
Comes within.
that comes within.
Yeah.
If you don't know common sense, then you can't grade.
Exactly.
And the marking part, you know, I was always talented doing that. You know? And before they used to actually appreciate the market because, you know, a lot of like the manufacturer I worked with, they used to have meetings to make dresses cheaper. How do you make dresses cheaper? You got to take the sleeve off, shorten it, do something like that. This is where you save the money. You save the money on the marker. When you're making a marker, the less fabric used, the cheaper it is. And when I worked for a manufacturer, we did 60,000 pieces. So if you could save 3 or 4 inches on 60, that's a lot of fabric. And my boss was like, you know, he was like anything extra. It was like, take off this, take off that, make it cheaper, this or that. So that's when they did all the work for learners and limiteds. It was thousands and thousands of pieces they had to buy. You know, learners, limiteds, and Lane Bryant was one company. They all worked one company, and we used to do. I mean, I used to make copies. I had a copy. I used to copy markers, sometimes 20 copies per stop. I used to cutting room over there, big cutting room. We had cutting rooms on 134th Street near 10th Avenue. And this guy had a huge cutting room. The whole garment center was full of work, you know, full of work. And some of the companies I used to work for, they used to split the work with 2 different manufacturers. They gave like 20,000 for us and 20,000 to the other manufacturer.